Alright, so good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you. No? Today, what I will discuss is all about financial market. No? So, the introduction of the financial market. Okay, so this is part of the financial management. Okay, so let's begin. So, today class, our discussion is all about differentiate between the primary and secondary market. No? We discuss also about money and capital market. We'll discuss also about the foreign exchange market, the concepts of derivatives market, no? The different types of the institutions, no? The services performs, the risk involved, and why these institutions are being regulated, and why the markets are become increasingly global. So, yan yung ating mga discussions for today, ha? Okay. So, why we study the financial markets, no? So with this class, as part also of our discussion, sabi nila, financial markets institutions are the primary channels in which capital is allocated in our society. And with this, as part of this investment and financial decisions, it will requires the managers and individual investors to understand the flow of funds. What are the key words? No? There would be users, there would be suppliers of capital, and there would be flow of funds. Ibig sabihin, there would be banks, there would be users and suppliers of capital. Meron tayong third party, no? Na part of the financial market. And with this, no, as part of this, managers and individuals must also understand the operations and structure of domestic and international financial markets. But before that, what do you mean again of financial markets? No? For me, class, no, my definition of financial markets is that it is there would be a exchanges financially between the users and the suppliers of capital. And because of this, there would be flow of funds. Same also, no? Financial markets are structures through which funds flow. And there are four, no, or the two major dimensions. No, we have the primary versus secondary, and we have money, and we have versus capital market. So, sige, we do it one by one. So, what do you mean, class, of the primary? Primary market is you will issue it for the first time. Okay? So, in which users of funds, corporations, raise funds through the issuance of our instruments, such as stocks and bonds. It includes issuance of equity by the firms, initially going to public. Ano ibig sabihin? For example, ikaw ay private company or private corporation and you go public through initial public offering. Ano ibig sabihin? In layman's term, ibig sabihin, you issue it for the first time. Okay? And that would be through the IPO. Secondary market already issued, no? The markets, the trade, the instruments once they are issued already. Nakakapag-trade na, no? Parang si Ramon Ang, no? Dati di naman siya yung may-ari, 'di ba? Danding kuwang ko. Binili niya ang stocks through secondary market already, 'di ba? Okay. So, ito yung sample niya, no? So, primary markets, no? Users of funds, corporations, issuing. Then, we have underwriting or investment banks. And we have the suppliers, no? And secondary market, it is already issued. Yan. Okay. So, we have also here continuations now for the primary and secondary. How were the primary markets affected in the time of crisis? Diba, class, if you notice, ano yung company na nag-issue for the first time before pandemic? Yung Frutas Holdings, no? Of course, they are affected, diba? They're affected, particularly for financial crisis. Pero as time goes by, I believe naman that the stocks is for a long term. Makakabawi naman sila, no? But secondary markets offer the following. There would be liquidity. We will discuss one by one. Liquidity or ability to turn an assets into cash quickly as it's the fair market value, or information about prices or the value of our investment or trading with low transaction costs. Okay, so yan yung ating mga part, no? Okay? Then, we have also here money market versus our capital market. Ano naman tong money market and capital market? Money market for short term, yun naman. While capital market is for long term. Like commercial paper, yung money market pala, market trade debt securities or instruments with maturities of 1 year or less. And most US money markets are over the counter. And with the money market, if you notice last, yan yung ating commercial paper, yan yung ating time deposit, no? Ganon. Capital market naman is for a long period of time. Okay? Like bonds, debt, no? Equity, stocks. It is issued for a more than 1 year. Okay. So wider fluctuations than money market instruments, diba? 1 year to maturity for short term, and less than naman is you have the capital markets. Okay. So trivia lang to, class, ha. So sa US, ang pinakamalaki, of course, yung ating federal funds and repurchase. Although sa US ito, no? Ito yung ito yung short term, no? Okay. Also, we have negotiable certificate of time deposits yung pangalawa, no? Ito naman, sa capital market naman, as time goes by, of course, stocks pa rin yung pinakamalaki. Okay? Yan. Foreign exchange market. So, ito yung mga other types of the markets, no? So, foreign exchange markets is the sensitivity or the value of stocks of a foreign investment in the foreign currency prices in terms of peso. Okay, so US dollar received on a foreign investment depends on the exchange rate between the US dollar in the foreign currency when the non-dollar cash flow, no? Yan, so ito yung mga sample. In layman's term, ano yung foreign exchange risk, no? So, nakadepende yan sa foreign exchange rate, sa pagtaas, sa pagbaba ng foreign exchange, di ba? So, yun na. Okay. Also, very important also, no, as part of the foreign exchange, no? Of course, yung derivatives. Kasi ito ay magka-partner lagi, no? Derivatives naman is a security, future, option, swap, or mortgage-backed security whose payoff is linked to another previously issued security such as security traded in a capital or foreign exchange, as discussed kanina, no? So, with this, as part of the foreign exchange, derivatives are traded in a derivative security markets, no? Generally involves agreement between two parties to exchange standard quantity of an assets or cash flow at a predetermined price and a specified future dates. So derivatives markets are the newest of the security and are also potentially the riskiest security. Ibig sabihin, class, derivatives is advanced na, no? Yan. So, we'll discuss, don't worry, we'll discuss all of it, no, in my next video. Okay. Also, in terms of the derivative security, no, so tremendous growth between 1992 to 2013, no? So, if you notice, lumalaki yung swaps natin. Ano swap? Exchange, di ba? Yan. Don't worry, I will discuss one by one in my next video. So, today is only introduction. Next one is about the regulation. So, sino yung mga regulator natin? The instruments are subject to regulations imposed by regulatory agencies such as the SEC. Sa Pilipinas, we have our BSP, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, and the SEC. And the main emphasis for the SEC is that it will regulate on the full and fair disclosure of information on securities issues to actual and potential investors. If you notice last, as part of the regulations, is yung ating Sarbanes-Oxley Act, na SOX Act in the US. Ibig sabihin, dapat i-disclose mo ang informations mo to protect the investors. And with this, the SEC will monitor tradings on the major exchanges to ensure stockholders and managers do not trade on inside information about their own firms. Ayan. So, full disclosures dapat yan. And we have also here overview of your institutions. Okay? The FIs performs the essential functions of channeling funds from those with surplus funds to those with shortages of funds. And because of this, in a world without FIs, the level of funds flowing between suppliers and users would likely be quite low due to the following reasons. Of course, monitoring of cost, liquidity cost, mamaya we'll discuss one by one, and prices risk. Ito yung mga sample ng ating financial institutions, commercial banks, or universal banks. Yan yung ating BDO, yung mga malalaking bangko, no? They offer loans, no, deposits, alam niyo na yan, di ba? So, depository institutions whose major assets are loans and whose major liabilities are deposits. Commercial banks or universal banks loans are broader in range, including consumer, commercial, and real estate loans than are those of the other depository institutions. Commercial banks liabilities include more non-deposit sources of funds. No? We have thrift bank or savings bank, same as commercial, pero more on salary loan lang to, salary. Insurance companies, siyempre yung ating institutions that protect individuals and corporations or policyholders from adverse events. You transfer the risk. You have securities firm and investment banks, financial institutions that help firms, those or issue securities and engage in related activities such as securities brokerage and securities trading. We have finance companies, no? The institutions or intermediaries that make loans to both individuals and businesses. We have investment funds, diba? So, institutions that pool financial resources of individuals, companies, no? And invest those resources in diversified portfolio. Then we have pension funds, no? So, offer savings plans throughout which funds participants accumulate savings during their working year before withdrawing them during their retirement. So, more on retirement. And the last one is fintech with the use of technology. Okay? So, institutions that use technology to deliver financial solutions, no, in a manner that competes with traditional financial methods. Kasi alam nyo na yan, ha? Okay. And with this, ito yung mga sample ko, no, on how the flow of funds in the world without FIs. So, wala tayong bangko. Walang intermediary. Walang nasa gitna, no, na nagmo-monitor ng lahat. Kayong dalawa lang ang nag-uusap. Pero if there would be a world of FIs, there would be FIs, and there would be asset transformer. And that would be your financial institutions. So, ito yung kanina, di ba? So, paano daw yun? Monitoring of course, it will, suppliers of funds would directly invest in a fund users or financial claims faces in a high cost of monitoring the fund users' actions in a timely and complete fashion. Yan. We have also here liquidity and price risk. Sabi nga kanina, FIs will act as asset transformers. Ibig sabihin, the assets issued by the FIs that are more attractive to investors, ikaw yung magpa-facilitate. Yan. Often claims issued by the FIs have liquidity attributes that are superior to those of the primary securities. FIs diversify away some but not all of their investment risk. And the last one, additional benefits and functions of the FIs. Ang sabi, it will reduce transaction costs, maturity intermediation, or denominations intermediations. Yan. Or we have economic functions FIs provide to the financial institutions as a whole. Transmission of monetary policy, you have credit allocation, or intergenerational wealth transfers, and the payment of services. Di ba ngayon madali na? You can pay through Paymaya, through GCash, through your banknet, through your bank. Diba? Online services. Dati walang ganon, diba? FIs, of course, di naman lahat ay advantages. There would be risk. Default risk, hindi makapagbayad, foreign exchange risk, pagtaas or pagbaba ng foreign exchange, interest rate, market risk, pagtaas ng interest, ng market risk, off balance liquidity, nawala ka ng pera, di ba? Technology and operational risk, and insolvency risk. Technology and operational risk. So, again, ano yung regulations natin? The failures of the FIs can cause widespread panic and withdrawal runs institutions. So, FIs are regulated to prevent market failures as well as associated costs on the economy and society at large. So, ito yung mga sample natin, no? So, particularly for Then, we have also your enterprise risk management. Ano naman yung enterprise risk management? Recognizes the importance of managing the combined impact of the full spectrum of risk as an interrelated risk portfolio. It will seek to embed risk management as a component of the critical decision throughout the FIs. Popularity rose as a result of a failure of advanced risk measurement and management systems. So, in layman's term, we should be able to manage our risk. Di ba kanina, we identify risk. Dapat we can be able to limit or to lessen our risk. Okay. Then again, we have our fintech technology. No? And with the fintech, fintech refers to the use of technology to deliver solutions in a manner that competes with traditional methods, diba? Yung mga cryptocurrency natin, yung ating mga Bitcoin, yung ating mga blockchain, yung ating mga financial risk involves, no? Fintech, yung ating mga banking system, diba? Napakadali na ngayon. Wala naman ganon. It will support the models for the peer-to-peer mass collaborations. Okay? So, with this, as part of the globalizations, no, ito yung sa US, globalization of the financial markets and institutions. US markets are the world's largest but international markets that have been rapid growth in the recent years, no, as a result of the various factors. Number one, pool savings in the foreign countries has increased. International investors have turned to US and other markets to expand their investment. Number three, information on a foreign investment in markets that are more accessible and thorough. And some US FIs offer their customers opportunities to invest their foreign securities in emerging markets. So, para to end this market, so I have here samples. No? The euro is having notable impact on the global system. Sa Asia naman, economic growth in Pacific Basin countries like China and other emerging countries has resulted in the significant growth in their stock markets. The regulation in many foreign countries has allowed international investors greater access and allowed the regulating countries to expand their investors base. So that's the end of my first topic for this financial market, the introduction to financial market. So next meeting or next video, we'll discuss more about each of the topics in financial market. So again, thank you very much and see you all. Bye-bye.